Hi, it's Jeff, and I wanted to share this quick message before today's program. Did you read the Harry Potter books or see the movies? If so, you might like to experience them in a new way by listening to the books out loud in English. That's just one of the possibilities with an Audible.com membership, and listeners to Plain English can get a free audiobook by signing up for a trial membership. Don't worry, a trial membership is free. You do have to enter credit card details, but if you cancel your membership within a month, you won't be charged, and you'll keep that first audiobook forever. Just go to plainenglish.com/book. plainenglish.com/book for more details.
Welcome to Plain English, the podcast that goes at the right speed for English language learners. Listen now and read the transcript online at plainenglish.com. Now, here's Jeff, your host for today's episode.
China and other countries across Asia welcome the Year of the Dog. Welcome to Plain English, the podcast that goes at just the right speed for English learners. I'm Jeff, and today is Thursday, February 22nd, 2018. Today, we'll talk about how they celebrate the Lunar New Year in China and across Asia. And in the second half of the program, I'll show you how to use the phrasal verb sweep away. Like always, a transcript of the show is available on the website plainenglish.com. Today is episode 23. So just go to plainenglish.com/23, plainenglish.com/23 to read the complete transcript. I've always found it helpful in Spanish to read along as I listen so I can associate the written words with the sounds I'm hearing. And don't forget, we also have translations of the difficult words and phrases from English to Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, and French. All that at plainenglish.com/23. One of the biggest holidays in China is the Lunar New Year, sometimes known as the Chinese New Year. This year, it was celebrated last Friday, February 16th. The date is different each year, but the new year comes with the first new moon in late January or early February. The celebration lasts about 15 days until the following full moon. I always wondered where the animal names came from. I thought someone just decided a new animal each year, but that's not at all how it goes. The years follow the Chinese zodiac and pass in order. Legend has it that a Chinese emperor invited the whole animal kingdom in a race to his castle, and the order of the zodiac is the order in which the animals finished. There are 12 in all, and they are, in order, the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and finally the lazy pig. Last year was the year of the rooster, so this year, the one that just started, is the year of the dog. The Chinese take their New Year seriously. They first start by cleaning their homes. They sweep the floors so as to sweep away all the accumulated bad luck of the previous year and allow good luck in the new year to come in. Kind of like in America at Thanksgiving, a lot of people travel. All the trains are sold out. The rail authority says it will carry 390 million passengers, and the highways are packed with cars and motorbikes. It's the one time during the year that people who have gone to live in cities can travel home to see their families in their hometowns. Like in so many family traditions around the world, the main event at this holiday is the big meal, and in this case, I mean big. It's 8 courses, since 8 is a lucky number, and the final course is often a whole fish, because, you guessed it, fish are supposed to bring luck. It's also traditional to eat long noodles to symbolize a long life. Some foods are traditionally eaten during this time of year because their names, when pronounced in Mandarin, sound like lucky words. And when the clock strikes midnight, people in the north of China eat dumplings, which happen to be in the shape of old gold and silver coins. To get the year off to a good start, you want to be wearing all new clothes from head to toe. You'll see a lot of red around the new year too. People decorate their homes with red lanterns, dress in red clothing, even paint their front doors red. They give gifts in red wrapping paper and money in red envelopes. I even saw a picture of baby pandas playing with red toys to celebrate the new year. Big cities have parades and fireworks. Hong Kong had a big parade this year with 9 floats and performances from famous singers, including Jackson Wang, originally from Hong Kong, but popular around Asia for being in the band GOT7. San Francisco, California, has one of the biggest Chinese New Year parades outside of China. They've held this parade since the 1860s. China isn't the only country that celebrates the Lunar New Year. They're celebrating in Korea, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. In Korea, they eat bowls of rice cake soup and play traditional board games. The Koreans got a nice New Year's present this year when one of their athletes, Sungbin Yun, won a gold medal in skeleton, Korea's first gold medal in that sport. By the way, speaking of the Olympics, there have been some nice moments this year. Congratulations to Germany. The figure skating pair Aliana Savchenko and Bruno Massot collapsed on the ice in joy and relief after their gold medal performance. And how about Herman Madrazo from Mexico? He's 43 years old and competed in cross-country skiing. He crossed the finish line laughing and carrying the Mexican flag. It was a nice moment. 43 years old, and he never skied until last year. Now he's an Olympian. I'll put links to both those videos on the website. They're fun to watch. I want to send special Lunar New Year greetings to Ahmad from Indonesia. He sent me a note on Twitter saying he's a high school student from Jakarta, and his dream is to visit the U.S. someday, which is why he's using plain English to practice. I'm so happy to hear that, Ahmad, and thanks for listening. I know you'll make it here soon. And one of my dreams is to go to Bali someday, so maybe we'll cross paths in the US or in Indonesia. I love hearing from people in the audience, so if you're on Twitter or Facebook, look up Plain English Pod, send me a note, and tell me where you're listening from and why you're learning English. Today's word is a phrasal verb, sweep away. For the Chinese New Year, you want to sweep away all the bad luck from the previous year by cleaning your house and sweeping your floors. By doing this, you are completely removing all of the bad luck. And that is what sweep away means, to completely remove, or in some cases, destroy something. It takes some practice to use this one, so let's start with a few examples that are closest to the definition of the word sweep. Sweeping away bad luck is a good one. You can picture someone sweeping a house and getting rid of all their bad luck. A flood can sweep away cars and even houses. Picture the floodwaters rushing in and just picking up cars and bicycles and things on the street and sweeping them away or carrying them away, removing them from where they were. So now you have an idea of what sweep away means in a physical sense. So let's move on to a more metaphorical sense. An election might sweep away established politicians in favor of new politicians. In Israel right now, people are protesting, saying they want to sweep away corruption among their elected leaders. So metaphorically, this means to get rid of something, to remove it completely. You might want to sweep away the old generation in favor of new leaders, or sweep away corrupt practices. You want to eliminate it, remove it entirely. One more example. Have you ever been mad at someone? I mean really, really mad. But when the person apologizes, you just can't be angry anymore. When that happens, your anger is swept away. It's gone since the person apologized. That's all for today's episode of Plain English. If you have an iPhone and you're listening on Apple Podcasts, don't forget to click subscribe to get each episode on your phone automatically. If you're listening on Spotify, you can click follow to get the new episodes. Like I said before, I'd love to hear from you. Look me up on Facebook or Twitter under the username Plain English Pod, or send me an email directly to Jeff, Jeff, at plainenglish.com. We'll be back on Monday with a new episode. See you then.